Hello everybody, I am Sammy15 the Dragon Simmer here, and welcome to Pokemon TCG Online. And today we have another just regular standard deck. I think I'm just going to call it the standard Wednesday, but I'm not really going to call it a title. But, oh well. Today we have VirGen Jazzact in the new format, Phantom Forces. This is my deck, so yeah, there's several versions to this deck you could do. You could do with Beartic, you could put Bombasnow in this deck. You can also put some Manectric in this deck, but instead I was going to go with good old Raichu, you know? Just, I like Raichu. That's all there really is to it. And I like the free retreat that it has. That's pretty much it, you know? That's what I like about it. We also have, yeah, for those of you who never seen VirGen Genesect before, Miguel cans the point, and we have Red Signal as a nice catcher ability, so we can bring up and just destroy anything we want with the 4 plasma energy we have this deck. And we have 4 Virizion, so we can start with it easier. And Verdant Wind's a pretty strong ability, and we use Emerald Slash to power up the Genesect, and that's what we have the F for. That's very simple. It's a very simple, straightforward deck. Raichu is a nice supporting cast member, and so is Mewtwo. A lot of Mewtwo are very popular right now in the format. They're kind of running mild right now, and so you really need to have your own Mewtwo at this point. I was actually thinking of putting Deoxys in this deck, but I do not have a Deoxys right now, and either on TCG or in real life. I actually had it in real life for about a week or two before I ended up trading it so I can get another Deoxys. That wasn't the whole trade, but that was just part of it. I'm not going to go into details. Another thing we have in the form right now is Mr. Mime. You can play either Mr. Mime or Jinx. Jinx allows you to heal 10 damage off your active Pokemon. That actually is very useful, but you know, I like Mr. Mime better. It's very good against the mirror matchup and just other decks in general. You know, you never know when saving your bench could be somewhat useful. Plus, it gives allows you to have another Pokemon on the bench so you can use Circle Circuit. So, you know, there are just some benefits to having that Mr. Mime on the bench. This deck really hasn't changed much since the new. It really didn't gain much since the new set release. I didn't really add much. I added Mewtwo. I added also Versus Seeker, which I think is also very important. I'm only running 2. I feel like I kind of want to run 3. I'm running 1 Team Plasma Shadow Triad because I'm running 2 Versus Seeker. You can kind of afford to run a lesser count of some of these stuff, but I don't know. You know, if I were to take out the Raichu line, I would just add in a bunch of stuff. I would add another Versus Seeker, probably another Shadow Triad, Team Plasma Ball, and probably maybe another Colress, or let's see, Team Plasma Ball, Team Plasma Ball, another Shadow Triad, another Versus Seeker. I don't know what I would do with that extra spot. Maybe have a Zero Sig in the deck, or maybe Tool Retriever. I actually think I really need to put something like that in the deck, but oh well, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm probably gonna do that eventually. So I'm probably just gonna want to take out this Raichu line sooner or later. But I'm probably gonna keep this Raichu line in if I do see a lot of Yveltal. So basically, you want to run Raichu if you see a lot of Yveltal. If not, just replace it with a bunch of items. It really depends. It's up to you. So yeah, man, there's nothing really I need to do. I just said everything I need to say. So just save, and let's just go right into a battle. You know, nothing else I need to say. I think I said everything. Standard. There it is. Let's play. Alright, uh-oh, Steel Energy. Steel, Lightning, Psychic. Actually, I don't know what opponent could be playing. I have a weird start, but all you need to do with VirGen Genesect is just... Ooh, Night March. That's gonna be weird. And that stadium is gonna be out for the rest of the freaking game. We don't play a counter stadium. That's kind of weird, but we don't. There's nothing really that would benefit VirGen Genesect if you were to play a stadium right now with the current format. Yeah, there's nothing really you would want to play that I could think of off the top of my head that would benefit VirGen Genesect. Steel Shelter wouldn't benefit it. Nothing really I can think of, honestly. But at this point, I kind of think of just putting 2 stadiums just so I can counter other people's stadiums. It kind of feels a little weird not to play any stadiums. And my opponent's going to have somewhat of a decent start. Already have 4 Night Marchers in the deck. Ugh. It's kind of weird. Oh, my opponent's off to a really strong start. That is just hard not to say. You know, opponent has 3 lanterns already in this card. My opponent has a Joltik in this card. My opponent's probably going to get another. Get a Pumpkaboo. Oh, 2 Pumpkaboo. And another Joltik. So that must mean that a little Flanter apparently is prized. Opponent has an N. That's fine. I don't mind that. Opponent Ultra Balls. Wait Psychic and a Colorless Energy. Double Colorless Energy. Yeah, I don't think my opponent will need those double colors that much. My opponent just switches and passes. Alright, the key strategy in this deck is you want to get rid of those Joltiks ASAP. You want to get rid of the stuff on the bench as soon as you can, as fast as you can. You just want them gone. I don't know what to do with this Muscle Band. I'm just going to put it on just in case my opponent plays any of those Team Plasma tools. A lot of people seem to be playing those as of late, so I'm just going to end turn like that. Yeah, there's nothing really I also need to do. So my opponent's going to put another Psychic Energy. My opponent's going to Juniper. My opponent's going to be hitting for a lot of damage. Maybe you should put on the VirGen just in case. How much? 120, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. Ooh. That's going to be hitting for a lot of damage. Opponent puts down the Mr. Mime. That is annoying. 160. Ugh. Yeah, this is the problem of starting first. Oof. Opponent decides to... I can't that as well. I'm just going to get rid of this. Make it hard for my opponent to knock me out. This VirGen is going down. So I'm just going to Anvil Slash and put those 2 energy onto the Genesect. Opponent's going to come out of Mercer again. Probably get more stuff in the discard. Honestly, I think I've just lost this matchup is because my opponent got started so freaking fast. One. Hit me for a solid 160. Now, I'm in a little bit of a sticky situation because if I do knock out one of those things, one of those Night Marchers on the bench, your opponent would be hitting me for 180. That is a knockout. So I think my best bet here is just to get a straight knockout. Skylift for a Muscle Band.
And yes, unlock. And I'll knock out the active Mew, and I'll just put 20 damage here, even though I can't do it because of Mr. Mai. My opponent gets another Pokemon in this card pile. That is actually going to be very hurtful for me. Opponent gets a Muscle Band. Actually, that is game. I just lost so quickly tonight. March is not even freaking funny. Oh god. Yeah, I was trying to show the power of VirGen Genesect, but instead I ended up showing the power of Night March. Huh. Well then. I don't feel like trying to do this video all over again, so we're just going to post this thing as is. So, because that's what we do here. We post things raw, because raw is awesome. And, yeah, that Night March actually, that just shows that Night March is actually not that bad of a deck if it gets started. If it gets rolling, it is very hard to stop. But it needs to get the stuff right away. Do I think Night March is going to be a competitive deck? I feel like it might win a cities, maybe even a states, but I don't think it's going to win a regionals. I really don't think so. I think it's going to top 32 at maybe at some regionals, but not necessarily. It might, you know, but 9 rounds for Night March is going to be really tough. I don't necessarily think it will be able to do so. So, yes, it can have some good games here and there against some really competitive decks, but you know, I think it's tier 2. Maybe tier 1, but you know, I still was saying the same thing about Dom Fendex, and look, a lot of Dom Fendex did very well. So I really think it's anyone's guess at this point whether or not Night March can do well or not. So I don't know. Anyway, please like, subscribe. I going to be doing a video later on tonight. I am going to be Twitch streaming shortly after this video is posted online on YouTube. So please like, subscribe, and all that silly stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.